What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing a top 5 videos for our gaming mouses and what you should be using in 2023 for gaming. And all of these mouses I have used and are my personal favorites. I have watched so many videos and just so many tips and tricks and what mouses to use, and I have finally found just the perfect mouse and what I like to use. And it honestly is a common mouse that a lot of streamers and a lot of top gamers use, but it is by far the best one and I would definitely recommend it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so for our first mouse, we're going to have the Logitech G305 Lightspeed, and we're going to be kind of ranking these into categories for cheapest to most expensive. So for our cheapest and best option, we're going to be giving a $50 mouse that's on a deal right now for $34. Now, obviously, by the time of this recording, it is at a 30% discount, but I don't know when this will go down. So kind of just play with your options, but it is a wireless Lightspeed. I mean, it's a light, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is the best mouse you're going to be getting for this option. Obviously, there's different colors. You got from black, blue, whatever personalization you'd like. Me personally, I'm a big fan of black or white mouses. That's kind of just what I go with. But I mean, it is by far the best mouse you're going to be getting for this price point, and I would definitely use this if you're in kind of a more of a lower, cheaper option. For our next kind of category, we're going to be going into the mid, kind of more expensive, but I mean, technically, if we're speaking, it is just a little bit more expensive than our first mouse if the other one wasn't on sale. This one's like $5 cheaper, nothing much, but we're going to be using the Razer Viper Ultimate. Now, I did used to use this. This was back in my very early kind of Fortnite Prime days. I used to be a big Razer guy. I'm not anymore, but it is still pretty decent. I hear a lot of people still use it for the price that it's at. I personally would either tend to go towards the Logitech or this next option, but that is just because of my style and how I like to play. If you do like to have the Razer kind of category, I know a lot of people are Razer fans. If you do kind of like Razer, this is going to be your best mouse from them, and the best mouse, honestly, I think that they have produced. Even their most expensive mouse, I do not recommend. So for our next mouse, we're going to be going into our kind of more expensive to mid-tier options. We're kind of getting into that like $60 to $70, $80 range, and that's going to be with the G-Wolves Hades mouse. This kind of company, the G-Wolves and Hades, they're two kind of different companies, but they work together. These two companies make really good mouses, and I'm a big fan of both of them. I have bought multiple mouses from wired to wireless, and I currently use a wireless G-Wolves Hades right now, although it's not what I'm using right now to game, but I do have it, and I do still have it plugged in. I think it's a great mouse, but that is going to be for our $99 version. The $100 version, we're getting that wireless feature. Now, for me, I've realized wired to wireless doesn't really matter depending on your setup. If you have a setup where wired is convenient, there's nothing that gets in the way, use wired. Wired saves you money, and the connection is technically faster than a wireless would be, because a wireless has to send a signal from one place to another, whereas a wired connection is always connected into it. So wired will be getting you a better connection. You'll never have to charge it, so on and so forth. But what I can say with the G-Wolves Hades wireless is I felt like I never have to charge it. I feel like it's always working for me. I never had any input delays, any lags. It is a very reliable mouse, and I would be willing to spend the $100 for it. Although what I will say are this next option, I would say I would rather have this G-Wolves mouse than this next option. I'm only throwing this one on there to show you that I've used it, and I personally am not the biggest fan of it. And that's actually going to be the Pulsar Gaming Gears X2 Wireless. As you can see, that's what I'm using right now to record and to play my games, as it's still a very good mouse, but it is currently unavailable, as we can see right here. But the G-Wolves Hades, for, I think if you were to look at this one, this would cost about, I think I got this for around 130, 140 option. And there's just so much more out there that's better. I would even go with this Razer Death Adder, which I would never recommend, by the way. $150 for a mouse that you can get the better option for a little bit cheaper. I'm just saying, this mouse I would not recommend, and I would not recommend the Razer either. Now, with this Gears X2 wireless, the Pulsar gaming one is not a bad option. I just personally rather would have the honeycomb kind of look, as we can see right here. And I've actually, even though I don't have this exact one, I do have the I did used to have this Stardust one, and I'll say it is so nice. Either like you just like look at your mouse and you feel better, like you feel like you're a good gaming guy. Like if there's a wireless version of this mouse, I would totally buy it. I'd totally pick it up. It is 100% worth it. This would be my number 2 mouse if I were to rank these mouses. This one being probably 4th. And the best mouse, unfortunately, is going to be the Logitech G Pro X Super Light. There's just nothing that beats it. I used to have one. I did. If I'm not, the reason I'm not using it is because I broke it. You know, Warzone gets you a little mad, but hey, this is definitely the best mouse you can ever use. It feels light. It's super, like the battery life is just crazy long. As we can see, it is on a discount as well, a little 15% discount. So it's normally $160. So it is a little bit more expensive than that Razer one that we're talking about, but the price right now, $136, it is totally worth it. I would buy it if I could. It is just like, I just have two like expensive mouses that I'm not going to spend more money just to get this mouse again, even though I think it is 100% worth it. If you guys are in need of a mouse and you want to be a top of the elite gamer, you want the wireless, this is going to get you this is going to get you what you need. It is by far the best mouse and by far going to be getting us our best. It's going to be by far giving us our best performance as well. As we can see, we can get it in white, pink, or black. Those are kind of our only options. Or you can get it with the mouse pad, which charges it as you play. Although I just wouldn't recommend doing this, only because I have a full desk. I use a full mouse pad that I'm able to put my keyboard, controller, and everything on. Everything that I use, I do this on. And this is just what I would personally recommend. If you do only use like your mouse and you use it on a little station, then get this. It is probably definitely worth the buy. You would never have to charge it and just charge it while you play. Perfect addition. But there's no reason to spend extra money on stuff. Just get the mouse and call it a day. But yeah, if we were to rank these mouses out of kind of the price and the performance that it gives, honestly, I would put the G305 Lightspeed Wireless at number 1. Then I would put the Logitech G Pro at number 2, followed by the G Wolves at number 3, 4, and then 5. I am just not a big fan of Razer anymore. I used to be as a kid, but as I've grown up, I've realized it is just not that good company that I used to think it was. If you're looking for a mouse that will get you going and give you high speed and what you need, this honestly is the mouse for the price. You don't overthink what you're buying. It may seem cheap, it may look cheap, and that may make your mind go other places, may make you think that it's not worth it or that it's a little bit cheaper, it won't perform. This does perform. I've had it. My friend uses it right now. He's brand new to gaming and he says he loves it. I would just go with this option if you're looking for a cheap mouse right now, guys. But without further ado, if you guys did enjoy that video, or if you guys do want another top 5 controllers, top 5 keyboards, top 5 webcams, whatever it is, monitors, anything about that, I've tested so much stuff that I would definitely be willing to make more videos on these, even though I am a Warzone content creator. If you guys did enjoy though, make sure to drop a like and make sure to come watch me on Twitch. I'm live right now. I'm slaying some lobbies up and I would love to talk with you guys because we are kind of getting branded into this streaming. So we're not averaging that many viewers. I would love to see you guys in some videos. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next top 5 video.